Hi everyone, I'm Anushka, mum to my 1-year-old son, and today I will be reviewing one of Denise Fleming's books, In the Tall, Tall Grass. So I'll just be talking about concepts that I enjoy in her books and how I try to draw on specific themes with my son as I'm reading the book. So here we have a little human and a caterpillar in the tall, tall grass. If your child likes the very hungry caterpillar, you can kind of talk about, you know, like I guess recite some of the wording from that book. So say, oh, look, there's the very hungry caterpillar. On the first day, he ate one apple, but he was still hungry. Or on the fourth day, he ate 4 strawberries. My son really likes strawberries, but he was still hungry. And so then they know, oh, that was the caterpillar from that book, and he's here now. And the themes in this book that I really enjoy are the way that she draws on movement and like sounds. So like that kind of onomatopoeic sound that we see with animals and nature. So as we go through, we'll kind of talk about that. So there's bees, and I'll be like bzzz. And here we have some flowers, and there's someone hiding behind these long leaves in the tall, tall grass. So there's crunch, munch, caterpillar's lunch. I'll say caterpillar eating a nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. So that's again from the very hungry caterpillar. So we have this beautiful caterpillar going crunch, munch, caterpillar's lunch. And if you do baby sign language, you can say eating and do eating, caterpillar eating the leaf. And then other pages here, won't go through each one, but again with movement with the hummingbirds, we can go dot, dip, woo, dot, dip. And here's the hummingbirds, hummingbird sip and go. Then we have strum, drum, bees hum, and we can go as the bees. Then crack, snap, wings flap. And yeah, as I go through each page, I kind of like try and really draw on the sounds and the movement of animals, birds, the bugs. And he really enjoys that as well. So I mentioned in my previous video about how she uses dyed cotton pulp, and she strains it through hand cut stencils to create these beautiful handmade paper collages using her stencils of these images that are then put into her books. So it's really, really beautiful. Like imagine like the detail that has gone into creating each of these stencils and the colors. I really, really respect the way that she's created this art. So then slip, slide, snakes glide, and we can kind of go hiss, hiss, and say slip, slide, and we've got that beautiful like sibilant noise and alliteration with slip, slide, snakes glide, and still got the rhyming but slide and glide. Yeah, just so much work that has gone into her poetry, her art, her sibilance, and like kind of figuring out what will appeal to a child. And then we go rich, ratch, moles scratch. These moles underground. So we see what lives in the grass, above the grass, under the grass. These moles glide, kind of talking about like I guess the diversity in nature in her books as well. So the next book I'll talk about is In the Small, Small Pond, which has a similar concept in a pond. But yeah, this one is in the tall, tall grass. So these are some great things to kind of be teaching your child at a young age about all the animals and ecosystems that exist in the pond and the grass, and like feed off the wildlife and vegetation of each other, and this circle of life going through. Then we have skitter, scat, skitter, scurry, beetles hurry. And when we go outside and look at beetles, I might repeat this phrase and just say, skitter scurry, beetles hurry, and then see the beetles going hurry, hurry, hurry away from his little stompy feet. Then we've got zip zap, tongues snap, and yeah, I don't think I've done this yet, but I might go tongue snap. He's recently seen some bunnies, so he does like this page as we look at the bunnies. And then the bats swoop. We're gonna swoop, swoop, and just draw out the O sound of like the bats at night. And then we'll say, bats, they're sleeping, sleeping now. We're like, later they'll wake up. We're like, wake up later. And yeah, I guess talking about like nocturnal animals, like he wakes up at 6 o'clock, so we look outside and we say, oh, sun is sleeping. We're like, sun will wake up later. Moon is awake right now. And so we talk about, oh, bats are awake right now. You know, wolves are awake right now. We don't have wolves here, but we do have bears. So I'll say bears are awake right now. And so sometimes, you know, animals are awake at night and birds, and then they sleep during the day. And then we have all these bright stars, bright moonlight. And we point at the moon, and he gets very excited about the moon and the stars. And we might do twinkle, twinkle, little star as we pause at this page. But yeah, really fun book talking about going from morning to night in the tall, tall grass, as a child would normally be awake morning to night. And then we see inadvertently all the animals that are then waking up towards night, all these nocturnal animals, and the beautiful movement and sounds of each of the animals as we go through the pages. I really enjoyed this book, and I hope you do too. Please let me know how your little one liked it, and if there's any other books that you would recommend or any other books that your child enjoyed. Thank you.